everybody. This is Miguel Castaneda from Mcscgreenwheels here in Chicago. And we're just going over this 1980 Porsche 924 that belongs to my brother, Miguel Castaneda. So if anything, he's going to tell you how this thing works. Stick around, guys. A little shaking when you get 45. Yeah, I heard that. Even when you start it up, it's a little too.
But it gets higher. It goes almost to 2,000.
Two grand?
Yesterday, I took out the thermostat housing and there was no thermostat in there.
Makes sense then.
Anyway, I put the thermostat.
Put that. Oh, okay.
And then I reduced this guy back to let him, for the acceleration to come back. And then maybe I'm thinking this is probably.
Oh, maybe
this is actually.
Maybe we may have to retard the timing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit too ahead. We'll play with the distributor a little later.
Yeah, because you could turn it.
Yeah. I don't have a timing light here, but I don't see any timing marks on this.
Well, as long as we could kick it back and make it.
Yeah, like right off of that screw,
Yeah.
we'll turn it back a little bit, and we should be able to get him down to like about, what do you want it? Like 700?
This is top dead center, right?
Yeah, it's hot as fuck. It's hot, but I mean, you just.
But look at the pressure on the hoses.
It's minimal. It's there, but it's not like. It's there. It's got pressure, so it is working properly. I do feel pressure. Let me see this one down here. Yeah, man, it's still hot. Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, it's working. So the thermostat definitely is working for it.
I opened this and I pulled the plug. Filled it and I let it run until it was like.
So yeah, you definitely got it cooled off now. No more problems with the needle.
Yeah, the needle's still all the way up.
Maybe
when I'm cruising, like I'm just cruising it, the needle starts coming down, and it'll stay in the middle. So I don't know. If
maybe a water pump
is here. No,
same
but that's
Angie's.
No, because that was with acceleration.
Oh.
So if it was the water pump. While I'm on idle, I should accelerate and the needle should start coming out.
So only when you're driving, so only when you're pushing air.
Yeah, when the air is flowing for some reason, it just starts.
Maybe the radiator then.
Probably.
Maybe a bad radiator. I mean, it's been
sensor
sitting.
mounts right here.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
So I mean, if that was the case, it should be working normal.
Yeah, but if anything's on top, it's probably not circulating properly in and forcefully being fed in as you're driving it. That's the only thing I could think of. And maybe a good solid flush with some. Because I don't see that the radiator is like.
Because when I turn on the headlights, the needle goes up high.
I don't see anything like.
There's no leaks.
Leaks. I don't see like it's damaged. It looks good. Yeah. Could be that it's just probably a lot of solid crap in there that we need to flush out, and I think we should do that. Get it to the shop and flush that whole system out again.
I mean, the coolant looked good, dude, because I opened the thing and the coolant was flowing pretty good. So I was like, it can't be that. I checked temperature in and out hoses, it was normal. So I was like, alright, this is pretty good. So maybe the sensor's just shot, maybe I just need a new sensor.
Alright, yeah.
I wanted to buy an RX-7 when I came back from deployment, and I couldn't find one. I was going to try to get into the whole rotary thing. And my dad actually saw this car. I had seen this car before I deployed, right? So a whole year later, my dad saw the same car and went to the shop to look at it. He bought it because it looked closely to the RX-7, and I guess he thought maybe it would change my mind, which it did. And yeah, so when I got back from leave, I came back on leave. He's like, hey, I got the car there if you want to check it out. He goes, it looks like an RX-7, and I was like, yeah, it does. I said, but I don't know. I want a rotary engine. Anyway, I got in it. It ran. It started. I drove it, and I was like, I could probably get used to it. And yeah, that's right. And then the year, I was born in 1980. It's a 1980 car, so there's a mad. Well, when I first got it, the clutch had been done, the timing had been done, so I didn't have to do anything there, which is good. And then I drove it, but it felt like it was not kicking all that power out, right? So I drove it down to here from Wisconsin. I drove it to the city, and something popped. boom, it popped, and the freaking car just started running pretty decent, right? And I was like, okay, maybe that's all it was. But then I got it to, I don't remember if I went to Saul's house or something, and we ended up buying the spark plugs here. Or you were working at AutoZone, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, because it was just running really goofy, and it started idling all rough. So I bought injectors, I bought the pumps, I did all the lines, and then it drove fine for a while. It was sitting for 5 years. Now, you know, now I wanted to bring it back out and start doing a little bit of work, get it back to road ready or better. Also, when I first bought it, I have the original seats, but they were really rusty, the frames, the tracks and all that, so they didn't really work. I couldn't adjust them, so I ended up buying aftermarket seats for it, probably like $150, pretty decent. I had to fit the tracks, and that's when I first started learning how to weld. Then I bought some headers for it because the original manifold was pretty crappy. It was original. The exhaust in the middle, they had. It looks like they had done some homemade stuff, so they just welded crap metal. We bought it from Headers Back. It's got pretty decent exhaust right now, and I had to get those custom made by OBX. Thank you, OBX. And what else did I buy? Everything fuel related, all the tune-up stuff, all the belts are new. I ended up having a hole in the gas tank, which is where everything came back, which is where I wanted to start fixing it again. So I ended up buying. I didn't buy it. We did a job. Yeah, we did a job for a customer who was kind of in the same boat. He couldn't find the original gas tank. I didn't want to tear this thing apart because the gas tank sits in between the vehicle and the rear end, and it's a lot of work. And pretty much I just wanted to get it going. So we did a job for him. We found him the original gas tank. We installed it, and in trade we got this guy here, which is a fuel cell. That's more of a racing application, but this way I don't ruin the original stuff. If for any reason somebody throws me a number and says, hey, I want it, and I want it back to original, then I didn't cut anything. But that's still something that, I don't know, could change later, maybe. But yeah, so that's where I got that spark to try to fix it again. And here we are, slowly.
Up and running again.
Yeah, it's running.
Slowly but surely.
Yep. And I also replaced the hubs on this. Not the hubs, but I had some plates made because this is an original 4-lug European style. And I found a company from Russia that actually made those spacers, but converted it to a 5-lug, which matched the Acura TL that was sitting in our shop that is no longer working. And the rims fit pretty perfect to this car. I didn't have to change anything with the rear tire size. I had to make the front tires a little less wide and a little lower. So they're just a little smaller, but the offset is actually pretty sweet. And there's enough space front and rear where I turn and it doesn't rub or nothing. So it's really, really small clearance, maybe about less than half an inch in front. Yeah, the rear probably has a half an inch, but the front has maybe a quarter inch clearance. But it's perfect right now. And we did rear brakes, had to free everything back up. I can't find the drums for it right now. Nobody has them in stock supposedly, so I haven't replaced anything yet. But I have new hardware, new lines, all the way to the front, and maybe we'll replace calipers and all that in the near future. And that's pretty much it, man. I mean, outside of that, it's running. When I got it, these guys actually drilled these in. I thought they were factory, but I took it off at home, and look, they're not even all the way in because they drilled into like the bracket, and then it stops at a certain point. The original ones go like this guy here, so they're part of the bracket and they screw into it. I guess it all comes in together, and then they put a sealer to actually lay it all down. It's not even screwed into the glass.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but this foam,
yeah, you can see it's coming off there.
It's screwed into these guys, probably from the factory. And on these, you could see where the nuts are at certain locations on this guy. So this guy should probably have screws or something. I don't even know how it lays out. And I want to take it apart, right? And I mean, I'm gonna change it out and put like a carbon fiber one. They have some nice carbon fiber ones, but. Yeah, I just put the belts back on. That's it. I just put the belts. Maybe I gotta tighten it something. I'll just throw it in. Yeah. I think each one is so red. We can pull out the rear.
Yeah, we're bringing it back there, right? Okay. So yeah.
Right there, we'll go through that. I'll just bring it over a little more so we can walk on the differential. I was thinking that the car for us is open the door.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay, I was just gonna say that the mechanics are out, so you can open the door. Yeah. And we'll walk with the differential up to here.
That's probably good, right?
Yeah.
There she goes. I'm gonna roll up these windows, Folleh.
Okay.
Power windows, bro. 1980. It's way too loose.
So that's why it's quickly like that.
Yeah. They're brand new belts, though. I just gotta do a small adjustment. It should be fine. Cool. Yeah, the good thing is the noise went away, because if it wouldn't have gone away, then I would have thought something else, you know? I thought maybe alternator bearing.
When I had the
We'll
35,
And then se ajusta. Pero se ajusta.
yeah, but it's losing
See?
fuel pressure.
You think maybe because I put the smaller hose?
Yeah, I think that not only that, you should really see what that function is on that muffler, whatever that regulator they have back down there. It sounds like it's losing pressure through that guy. I don't think it's coming up to the front. You know what I mean? So I think it may be that dude because it starts up good, but most definitely I think it's losing pressure from there.
Yo, look at that. All right.
I'm gonna take off.
Be careful, man.
I'll see
Drive
you guys
safe,
later.
man.
All right.
Today.
Dude, thank you very much, Mikey.
No problem, bro.
Oh,